File management is an essential skill in any course, and with PolyLearn it is no different. Fortunately, PolyLearn offers you your own personal storage area, where you can store your course files and easily access them later when you're ready to upload them for your students to use. This tool is called My Private Files. Begin by opening My Private Files in the navigation block. Click Manage My Private Files. You will want to create a folder for each class to keep your files organized, so click Create Folder. Type a name for the folder, click OK, and then click on the folder. You can also add subfolders for additional organization if you desire. You can now add files that are exclusive to that particular course. Click Add, then click Upload a File, Browse, and select the file you want to upload. Keep in mind the maximum file size limit when uploading files. Be sure to click Save Changes when finished. If you have multiple files to upload, it is possible to upload a zip file containing all your course files into My Private Files. Simply select Add, Upload a File, select the zip file, and click Upload this file. Contents can then be unloaded by clicking on the list icon and clicking Unzip. This creates a folder with all the contents that were in the zip file. Again, keep in mind the maximum file size limit when uploading a zip file. Zip files can also be created within My Private Files. Click the list icon next to the folder and click Zip. This creates a zip file that can be downloaded to your computer. To download the zip file, click the list icon that is located next to the new zip file and select Download. You now have all of your files in a secure, easy-to-access location. To add a file to an activity from My Private Files, you must be in an activity module that allows file attachments to be added. This includes the file and folder resource options, lesson, adding a new discussion to a forum, and adding a new entry into a glossary. In all of these, there is an Add button to attach supplementary files. Any kind of file can be added in this manner, as long as it doesn't exceed the maximum file size requirement. Alternatively, you can add media files, images, audio, and video, anywhere there is an HTML text field. Media uploaded in this manner will either be embedded in the text or appear as a link to the media file. Keep in mind that Flash files are not accessible to DRC students who require the use of screen readers or keyboard shortcuts. Please see the Embedding a File tutorial to learn more about media files for DRC students. Regardless of the method of adding a file, choosing to add will always bring up the File Picker window. Click Private Files, select a file to add, and click Select this file when finished. If there are no files available to add, make sure you have correctly uploaded files into the My Private Files module, using the methods shown earlier in this video. If a problem still persists, contact the PolyLearn administrator. You may notice that there are other ways to add a file to an activity. However, it is recommended that you use My Private Files for organization and easy management of your files. If you would still like to use these other options, they are available. Here is a brief overview. Files in the Server Files category are those that you have already loaded onto the course website, generally through activities such as Wiki or Glossary. This does not include files that have been uploaded into My Private Files, as those are separate. It is also important to note that if a file is deleted from the activity in which it was uploaded, it will disappear from this list. Files in the Recent Files category are those that you have recently uploaded. Again, this does not include files that have been uploaded into My Private Files. The Recent Files category is continuously updated as files are added to the course website, and older files will disappear here after a period of time. The Upload a File category is for adding files from your computer's hard drive, network, flash drive, or any other storage that can be accessed locally. For more help about file management, please view the written file management tutorial on the PolyLearn support site.